Hey, everybody. So good times. USC 21, Oregon 36, 5:22 left in the game in the fourth quarter. This is going to be fun. No love lost with USC and Lincoln Riley, who has the great acronym TBOW, the bitch out west. The way he left Oklahoma and tried burning down the program on his way out. USC only has one timeout, 5:22 left on the clock, down by 15. It's going to be an interesting game. Oregon's kind of letting them stay in the game. Oregon just had a chance. They kicked a field goal, or they attempted to, and it was no good. USC is on the move. They're on the Oregon 35-yard line, 3rd and 5. Caleb Williams dropping back to pass. Completed down to the 27. This is going to be fun. A lot of things have to go right. Down by 15, so you're looking at two scores. You're going to have to get 2 touchdowns and 1 2-point conversions to tie this game up. But then USC still has their defense. It's terrible. It's garbage. It's trash. So when Oregon gets the ball again, which they will. Oh, come on, Oregon. USC just converted another first down. It's just really funny that USC has dropped 3 out of the last 4 games that they played. Lincoln Riley, he's a terrible person. Said that the reason why he didn't stay at Oklahoma is because he couldn't recruit good players, on defense or offense. And the funny thing is, Brent Venables has definitely out-recruited him. USC touchdown. Well, this got interesting real fast. So it's going to be USC 27, Oregon 36. 3:44 left in the game. USC is signaling they're going to go for the 2-point conversion. I wish I could broadcast this. We are simultaneously broadcasting this both on my main channel and my new SEC Conference Fans channel that I'm looking to get going. USC's lined up. They're going for the 2-point conversion. Down by 9 points. The snap is away. Caleb Williams is scrambling. Throws way across the field. It's actually caught, but it was short. 2-point conversion is no good. So USC is up by 9 points, or actually down by 9 points. Boy, I don't understand. Caleb Williams is good. Nobody. You throw late across the field like that on the far right sideline, clear across your body, and complete that pass. That's a hell of a throw, but still it was short. So USC's down by 9 points with 3:44 left. So down by 9. That's a 2-score game. So even if you get the touchdown with the 2-point conversion, that's only 8 points. You have to have 2 scores. The thing is, USC may not win another game this year. I mean, their defense is just that bad. They're showing the stats. Caleb Williams, 19 of 34, 291 yards. But Bo Nix of Oregon, the quarterback, 22 of 29, 402 yards. 4 passing touchdowns to Caleb Williams, 1. I mean, yeah, Caleb Williams, he's a good quarterback, but Bo Nix, he's the star of the night. This is crazy. For a second straight game, Caleb Williams might be crying on the sideline again for a second straight week. And I'm not even mad about that because, he was a trader from Oklahoma with Lincoln Riley, or as I like to say, Lincoln Liley. He was telling all these recruits that he was there for the long term, even though he knew he was going to USC to be the head coach there. And just a horrible performance, from USC. They fired their defensive coordinator this week, thinking that would solve the problems. Newsflash, their defense is still trash. Oregon with the run for about, looks 7 yards. 3:34 left in the fourth quarter, second down. This is fun. USC is going to drop their fourth game in 5 games. Down by 9 points, 3:10 left. Oregon's taking their time. 2nd and 3, the run, first down. USC only has 1 timeout. This game's over. It's a 2-possession game. Oregon tried giving USC this game. They missed this last field goal, got a little bit conservative, but time is not on USC's side right now. 1st and 10 from the Oregon 46-yard line, run, no gain on the play. What's going to be interesting to see is how is USC going to use this last time out? I don't think they're going to use it. Well, looks like USC just used their last time out. So, USC is going to drop this game. And we all saw how dominant Oklahoma was today. They actually have a defense. Lincoln Riley, he's a terrible football coach. He's a great offensive mind. I'll give him that. But when it comes to being a head coach, he's just not good. He's not good at all. So we're coming out of the timeout. Passing yards. Total yards. Oregon 542 to Oregon's 370, or to USC's 370 something. Oregon is just demolishing them on the offensive side of the ball. Oregon got a pickup of 2 there. It's going to be 3rd down and 8, I believe. They're going to say it's 3rd and 7. That's a long 7. So those of you on my main channel, Corrections 101, make sure you go to the community tab. I posted the link to the latest video that I did. Make sure you come over to the SEC conference fans if you're a college football fan, and sub to the channel. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter, 3rd and 7. Oregon just took a timeout. Again, USC down by 9. They are going to lose this game. It would take the miracle of miracles, like, Riley's mad. That makes me happy. Makes me happy that Riley's mad. Good times. Oh, poor Caleb Williams. He's over there arguing with his team. You know, he's going to cry again. He's going to cry. He's a crier. But what do we expect of somebody who paints his fingernails, with Mary Kay products? I mean, but we don't kink shame here. I mean, if he wants to paint his fingernails, then whatever. But when you get beat time after time after time, Caleb Williams could still be with Oklahoma and having a much better season than he's having with TBOW out at USC. But, Oregon snaps the ball 3rd and 7, throws the ball, incomplete. 1:31 left on the clock. What's Oregon going to do here? Are they going to go for it? Are they going to kick the field goal? Are they going to punt it? What are they going to do? It's been a wild day in college football. It really has. Texas Tech with a huge upset. UCF with a huge upset. Oklahoma just blowing the doors off of West Virginia. The team that we all knew was there. They're there. They had a bad couple weeks over the past 2 weeks, but Oklahoma just looked like one of the best teams in the country today again. They went for it. Oregon went for I tell you what, Oregon, they got some balls, man. It was 4th down. They went for it and got the first down conversion. This game is over. A minute 26 left. I wish I could play the audio to this because it would be awesome, but Fox would nuke this stream in a second. I tried doing a live stream earlier on this second channel I'm getting over of the Michigan Penn State game, and within like a minute and 30 seconds or something like that, the stream was nuked. Fox does not look well on people trying to stream games, and even just the audio of games from your TV that they don't like. .47 seconds left, second 11. Oregon's going to take a knee. USC cannot stop this clock. Oh, this is going to be a gloat stream. This is going to be fantastic. Caleb Williams flat out got just outplayed, outclassed. I know the media has a love affair with Caleb Williams, but he did not play well. He had a couple razzle McDazzle plays, but other than that, it was not good. Bo Nix definitely upstaged his ass. I mean, it wasn't even close. And that's the final. So Oregon 36, USC 27. USC has now dropped 4 of their last 5 games. Oh, I gotta. No, it's Oregon's coach. I really want to hear. They're not going to interview Lincoln Riley. He's not going to do an interview. I mean, he's embarrassed at this point. This makes me happy. This is fun. Caleb Williams took the big loss. Good for you, Oregon. Took out USC. That's 4 out of the last 5 games USC has lost. And that makes me so happy. The final, USC 27, Oregon 36. It's hilarious. Lincoln Riley, you're a bitch. You tried burning down the Oklahoma program on your way out. Didn't work. Yeah, it was rough last year, but Oklahoma's in a much better spot. But I don't expect Lincoln Riley to be with USC next year. I mean, this kind of reminds me of how Lincoln Riley was the last year at OU. I mean, he didn't care. There was no emphasis in making the team better. They just lost a lot of games, especially in the second half of the season, because he already knew he was going to USC and was going to get a payday. He didn't care. I think Riley already has an exit plan. He's going to tell everybody that he's there for the long term, just like he told Oklahoma, telling Oklahoma recruits, and he was lying about it all the time, the entire time. He absolutely tried burning down Oklahoma's program on the way out. This is amazing. Where are you, Lincoln Riley? What about going to USC to be able to out-recruit Oklahoma? How'd that turn out? Yeah. You're getting destroyed by Brent Venables and getting, out-recruited. You said you couldn't recruit defense at Oklahoma, but you could at USC. Well, USC's defense this year is second to last next to Colorado. And Oklahoma's defense looking pretty damn good. Oklahoma's defense dominated today, but that's because Brent Venables brought in some dudes, people that would actually play hard for him. Lincoln Riley, he's a joke, and if some NFL team is stupid enough to bring him on as a coach, all right, what has Lincoln Riley ever done? Yeah, he's a great he's a great offensive mind, but other than that, he's a terrible coach. When you look at the totality of everything he does. But this was fun. Oh, I can't wait to see the memes coming out of this one. Again, USC has dropped 4 of the last 5 games. They may not win another game this entire year. I mean, they are that bad of a football team. Their defense is so bad. Where on the schedule do you look and say, yeah, USC is going to win this game? I don't see it. Don't see it. Oh, this is going to be so good. So, Lincoln Riley, let's have a chat. A little bit of gloat fest here. You went to USC because you said you couldn't recruit defense to US or to Oklahoma. They had to go to USC to get all these great players. Well, all these great players you're losing to Oklahoma, even out of USC. I mean, you're a trash coach. You don't put any emphasis on defense. You don't. And you're just a trash football team. I mean, you are not good. You probably should in some of these games had lost some more. And so it's just, sorry, I'm kind of watching the TV here, but like I said, I can't play the audio because it would shut down the stream, but I'm kind of trying to read the closed captioning. But it's a great day. Oklahoma blew out their competition. USC they're trash. Just got humiliated again. 4 out of the last 5 games. I mean, Lincoln Riley is not a good coach. He's not, and he's a snake. And anybody who takes him outside of USC, I mean, he's probably got his next coaching job lined up, telling recruits he's at USC for the long term and recruiting to, the next job he's going to have. All he cares about is the paycheck. He doesn't care about the kids. He's like, fuck these kids. I could give a shit less about them. It's all about the payday for him. He's living good on the West Coast. He's got his little simp Cabana boy, Caleb Williams, bringing him his Mai Tais. He's a bitch, but, USC gets what they deserve. They knew what they were getting in bed with Lincoln Riley. They knew he was lying to Oklahoma when they brought him on. I don't feel bad for USC or USC fans. They knew what they were getting. Us at Oklahoma, we warned them. All the flags were out there. The assistant coaches said he was recruiting for USC. The ones that actually went with him while he was still a coach at OU, and he was using OU funds, money to recruit for USC. We saw this huge uptick in players in Southern California being recruited to OU, and we kind of thought we took Riley at his word for it. He's like, hey, I'm going to recruit Southern California hard, which makes sense because they have a lot of great players there. But when it came down to it, all these recruits in Southern California flipped with Riley. Riley did this thing, when it came out that he was going to potentially be the new coach at LSU, he said, I'm not going to be the coach at LSU. But he knew that he was going to be the new coach at USC. It had already been worked out. And that's kind of lying snake he was. And he was telling all these recruits in the days leading up to when he was going to leave, Oklahoma, that he was going to be the next coach at USC, but he was hiding that. And he left in the night of dark after we, got upset by Oklahoma State. So, yeah, General Shadow. Yeah, he is a glorified offensive coordinator. He's a terrible coach. I mean, and the thing is, it's like I can even understand if he's a bad coach, but he is just a dirtbag. I mean, this guy, he will just lie about everything. I mean, he tells recruits a couple days before he's leaving to USC, I'm in it for the long term. I'm going to be here, forever. And Oklahoma was nothing but good to him. Good to him and his family. And the way he tried burning down the Oklahoma football program after Oklahoma had been nothing but nice to him it's frustrating, and I think this is karma hitting him on the ass. 4 of the last 5 games, USC loses, and Oklahoma is on the rise. It is what it is. How is Caleb, General Shadow? He's not well. Last week, he was crying on his mama's shoulder with, the big sheet over his face so that people couldn't see him crying. I mean, but what do we expect out of someone who paints his fingernails with, fingernail polish? And he's a weirdo. Yeah, exactly, General Shadow. Yeah. Look, I was glad to get rid of Riley. I was one of the vocal ones out there that I was really frustrated in the last couple of years of Riley. I could see the program deteriorating, and it was really frustrating because I'm like, man, this program is not getting any better. The defense is getting worse. The offense isn't getting any better. And in that last year of Riley, it was just like, God, we had so many losses, and I wasn't mad that he left. What I was mad about was the way he left the program. Oklahoma had been nothing but good to Riley. He had given his promise to Bob Stoops that this program would be left in good hands. And then Riley pulls this bullshit, to where he's like, okay, I'm going to lie to OU. I'm going to lie to the recruits. I'm going to lie to everybody else. I'm going to fix this contract, halfway through the year that I'm going to say was written in the middle of the night just after the Oklahoma State loss, which didn't happen. Other coaches at OU said, hey, yeah, we were definitely recruiting to USC while Riley was the coach at OU using OU funds. OU's in a better place now. OU is in a much better place. We're showing that on the field. We can see the product. There's no way anybody can say that USC is any better than Oklahoma. Oklahoma is a much better product. Today, Oklahoma, West Virginia, is it Alabama? Nope. Is West Virginia Georgia? Nope. but they are a solid mid-tier team, and Oklahoma just absolutely annihilated them. And that was the team that we had seen early in the year. It's so nice to see a defense back at Oklahoma, something that Riley just doesn't believe in. And to all the USC fans, they kind of disappeared for a while because, USC was getting upset and upset and upset and upset. And then they all came out of the woodwork this week, saying, well, we fired Alex Grinch. We're back. No, you still have the same defensive personnel. You still have the same defensive assistant coaches. I don't know what you plan to do with, firing Alex Grinch. I mean, what do you expect? I mean, it's going to be night and day better. No, you still have the same personnel. You still have the same assistant coaches. What are you going to do differently? I mean, you got to have playmakers in there. You have to have playmakers that are going to, make a change on defense. You just don't have that. And here's the thing about Coach Riley. It's not just a defensive mindset. It's because Coach Riley is so soft. Okay. At Oklahoma, they took the weight rooms out. Like there was no free weights. It was all this, we're going to use bands and whatever. It's going to be this soft, yoga stuff. The weight training was gone, and Coach Riley took out tackling drills, all this stuff. And then we wondered why can't we tackle anymore? Why is this team mentally and physically soft? Well, it comes down from Coach Riley. I mean, that's just the way his mentality is. We're not going to lift weights. We're going to do yoga instead. We're not going to do tackling drills. We're just going to kind of figure it out in games because we don't want to get anybody hurt. Well, this is college football, my guy. I don't know what else you want to say. General Shadow. As an LSU fan, I'm welcoming OU into the SEC with open arms. Y'all just being here makes you better than USC, and it's not even close. And they're still saying Caleb should be a Heisman contender. How? Hey, I appreciate it, General Shadow. So, actually, one of my supervisors at the jail I work at, he's actually a big LSU fan, so I kind of follow LSU a lot. I'm so excited to get into the SEC. OU, I think they're going to do quite well in the SEC. I know a lot of people say, what? Let me preface it this way. A lot of people say, especially in the SEC, they're like, you need to get your shit talk game up because here in the SEC, we shit talk a lot. And I don't do a lot of that. I do with USC and TBOW. But I'm really excited. I mean, next year we get to go to LSU and play at LSU. And, I mean, just these matchups are amazing. We get Alabama in Norman. We get to go to LSU and play at LSU. I'm not saying we're going to win those games, but just these matchups are insane. They're going to be competitive. They're going to be fun. And I can't wait to go to LSU and experience the game day experience at LSU. I might need a bodyguard being an OU guy. So hopefully General Shadow, if I do go to the LSU game there in Baton Rouge, hopefully you'll be my security guy because I've heard it's kind of crazy and it's insane. I can't wait for the SEC. It's going to be so much fun. And even if we lose a couple more games per year being in the SEC, I want to be in the best conference. I don't care what it is. I want to face the best competition, and whatever happens, happens. But I'm really excited about us, SEC fans and like Oklahoma fans, Texas fans. I hate Texas. Oh my God, I do. But seriously, the real decent fans, we know college football. We love college football history. We know the traditions. We know all this stuff. It's not like these other, places that they just go to, use football as a reason to get drunk or do whatever. We love the game. And I have much respect for LSU, Alabama, Georgia, all these great teams with such rich traditions. I just can't wait. I'm so excited about it. Baton Rouge is going to be a scary place. I'm not going to lie. I'm assuming they're probably going to make that game at LSU, probably a night game. Not going to be fun, but I cannot wait to go to Baton Rouge to a game. That's going to be so fun. I really can't wait for it. Alabama coming to Norman. I mean, and I can't wait to go to Georgia and all these, just these matchups. They're going to be so much fun. They're so much fun. I can't wait for it. Even with a worse record, I could care less. I want to face the best conference in college football, and we're going to get it in the SEC. We'll see how it goes. I think OU is better positioned than Texas to do better in the SEC, but that's my bias. I could be wrong, but the national media paints Texas as they have the best winning college football out of Texas or at Alabama in Tuscaloosa. Well, if that was one of the best wins, what about Oklahoma beating Texas at a neutral site? But they always write that off. It's that Texas treatment. It's ridiculous. But I know, General Shadow. It's pretty rough out there. One of my favorite YouTubers that I follow in college football is Uncle Lou, big time Georgia guy. Love the guy. His content is amazing. So he has two different types of content, as you know. One of them is the actual analysis where it's not shit talking. It's just his opinion. He gives his breakdown. And the other stuff is like your season is over, the shit talking. And I love it. I love it. I love the trolling. It's such good stuff. Also, we got who's the South Carolina guy? South Carolina Reaper or South Carolina. He's the guy that, will pass out live on drunk streams, during a South Carolina game, getting pizza deliveries. Amazing content. These SEC football channels are something else. They are amazing content. But the one thing that we can all agree on is that Texas A&M sucks. Texas A&M is so mad that they're going to have to play Texas and Oklahoma again. And I love it because Jimbo Fisher, you're gone after this year. You're not going to be back. The alumni are going to pull that oil money out their ass and paying to get rid of your ass because it's just not going well. You had a good win today, but yeah, having a top tier record every year, top tier recruiting class every year and performing this bad, it's just not going to fly at Texas A&M. So by Jimbo Fisher, it's been not a good run, bad run. Yeah, I agree, General Shadow. Hey, I'm glad you're here. Like I said, I have my regular channel that has a lot of subs. This is a new channel that I'm trying to get going with college football, so it's going to take some time to build the channel. But I'm glad you're here. So yeah, Bama gets the treatment often. It's sickening. Also love Uncle Lou. Uncle Lou's great. Love the guy. Bama does get that treatment, but it's hard to go against Bama. It's almost like the Georgia thing. It's like I have nothing but respect for Georgia. I don't. It's like until somebody beats them, I mean, they're the top dogs right now. And everybody says, well, we were expecting an upset today. Well, Georgia has kind of done this over the past couple of years. Started off slow, played down to competition. Second half of the season, they really played their best football. Kirby Smart really gets them peaking at the right time, and they go on to win national championships. So what do you do about that? I mean, it's easy to say, well, you didn't play against, I don't know, some terrible team, but then you win a national championship. You're playing your best football at the end of the year. Saban's the same way. Alabama didn't play good earlier this year, but now they got their offense clicking. And how can you bet against Saban? I mean, it's they get that treatment, but they kind of have the track record to prove it. Oklahoma sure can't say the same thing over the past 4 years. The There's just really, really good football going on in the SEC right now. Tennessee got blanked today. Holy shit. Josh Heupel. I don't know, man. Oh, General Shettle. Oh, I got to highlight this. Yep. Honestly, imagine if A&M ran back to the Big 12 to avoid playing Texas. Absolutely. You know, the funny thing about that is I remember every year it was, what was it, Thanksgiving Day, Texas A&M would beat Texas. And no matter how good the year Texas would have, Texas A&M would upset Texas. And then Texas went to the SEC, or Texas A&M went to the SEC to get that SEC logo, which helped the recruiting. But they were big opponents of Texas and Oklahoma coming to the SEC. I mean, they whined and crying. You know, they didn't want any of that smoke. But that would be absolutely hilarious if Texas A&M went back to the Big 12 so they didn't have to play Tech. The big thing is Texas A&M, yeah, Oklahoma beat them, you know, like a drum every year, 66-12, pick your score, whatever. But then also they would upset Texas, which is always a beautiful thing. Anytime Texas loses, it's a good day. But hey, it's a great day. OU won big. I hope everybody's teams did well. But we're going to go ahead and end it here. USC sucks. Lincoln Riley, you're a bitch. You're the bitch out west, and karma has come home to roost. So everybody have a great day. Texas sucks. SEC. 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 Let's get the chant right.